The inevitable. Got it. Okay. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great. And drop your questions in or unmute yourselves and ask away. I would say that we have a lot to cover, but I don't know what that will be. It's all depending on your questions. So I know, let's see, we have one that Talene wanted me to address, and that is about running the giveaways. If you don't have any product right now and you want to run a giveaway, how do we make that work? And I think Lacey's addressed it pretty well, and I wouldn't actually add anything to it. So maybe I'll just remind everyone. But if you don't have any product, no need to stress. Yes, you should be launching a giveaway, even if you don't have product. The easiest way to do that is just to say, hey, we're running the giveaway for this time period. Maybe it's up in 20 days or 30 days or whatever. And then we'll choose a winner. And then the winner will receive their product at this date in the future. Right. So it's really not that complicated. Like, run a giveaway and people enter and people, choose a winner, and then you can deliver that product. It could be 6 months later. It could be 3 months later. It doesn't really matter that much. No one's going to be upset. So I know, Talene, you asked me to elaborate. I don't know what there is to elaborate on that. It's maybe I will just highlight this that I just dropped in right here. This to me seems to be at the root of stuff like this when people, so the concept is simple. And when we fail to act on simple concepts, it's usually because we're afraid, and we're afraid of something going wrong, or sometimes we're afraid of something going right. We're afraid of things working out better than we ever could have anticipated and being swamped with orders and all the new complexity and all the new stuff that we'll have to deal with as we increase in success. But fear wants to protect you, right? And you could replace fear with your brain. Your brain wants to protect you even from the good things in life. And so this is a simple thing. So just take action, launch the giveaway, don't delay, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Everything that you've ever wanted from your business is just sitting on the other side of the fear. So that's my answer to that. If anybody wants me to go deeper into that or has any other great corollary questions, or let me know. I'm happy to do that. Okay, Tess, you said, I have one potential partner who I contacted, but she doesn't like doing giveaways. I was wondering what other ways are there to have her promote our business. Instead of a giveaway, just have her do a straight promotion. Have her promote a product that you're selling, right? So 2 types of promotions that make sense with a new partner, and they are both acquisition promotions. And so one is acquiring a list of subscribers and the other is acquiring new customers. Okay, so it's the same type of a promotion. They're both an acquisition promotion. And so if they're not interested in the giveaway thing, I mean, there's a ton of things that you could do, but I would straight up just move straight to a customer acquisition promotion. So do you want to go in deeper than that? Or drop any follow-ups you have, Tess? We could give you more examples, more ideas. It really comes down to the relationship that you have with the partner. If it's someone that, you once in a while, with a brand new partnership, you'll find someone that is just like super pumped to work with you and just like loves what you're doing, is all about your mission and wants to promote you like crazy. And if in that case that they're not interested in doing a giveaway promotion for you, then I would straight up ask him to promote, like, hey, I've got this other offer. I've got this quarter beef offer that I'd love to, have you promote. Or, you could have them promote, like if you had I know BJ just created a sweet cookbook. Like if you had some sort of a digital asset that you use as a lead magnet, right? You could have them promote that. What else? Okay.
Looks like Grace is raising her hand there. Grace, do you have something?
Yeah, I kind of have a follow-up to that. So I have found a few partners or possible partners, but they don't use an email list, but they're very heavily on social media use, and that's where they do a lot of their promotion. What are your best ideas for promotion on a partner's social media accounts? This one specifically is pre-prepared meals for people that, you know, are dieting or just that kind of pre-prepared meals company.
Great. So we've worked with a number of companies that do meal prep. Actually, some of our best partnerships were with local meal prep companies that largely served like the gym audience or like the, you know, the keto or whatever little niches, but we had great success with them. So I won't give you any ideas. I can just tell you what we've done that has worked very well. I would still have them promote a giveaway 100% of the time on a new partnership, if possible. If they're down and they are willing, then 100% of the time on that first partnership with someone, I want them to promote a giveaway because I'm trying to build my email list, right? Because if they promote me and I can add 500 people to my email list, that's actually worth way more to my business than if they promote a paid offer and I only get 5 new customers. Okay, so I would way rather have 10,000% more. I would way rather have that 500 new emails. And so even if they don't have an email list, if they've got a big social media following that's really engaged, same thing, have them promote the giveaway.
So would you offer, I guess, like product, like trying your product in exchange, or promoting them on your social media, or what is your experience with like trade value, I guess?
Yeah, a lot of times they're not going to, you know, trade. They're not going to be looking for any sort of a trade. They're looking for value that they can provide their audience, right? So let's say like some value that you could provide your audience, and say you have a big email list. Well, value that you could provide your audience is if someone approached you, let's say a vegetable CSA approached you and like, hey, we would love to partner and work together. And would you mind promoting, or would you be interested in promoting us to your list or doing a giveaway? We'd like to run a giveaway of our vegetable CSA and give one of your subscribers a year's worth of vegetables, right? Like you could look at it two ways. You could look at it like, well, what's in it for me? Or what's in it for my audience? And smart business owners that are playing the long game, they typically are going to look at it like, what's in it for my audience? What's in it for my customers? What's in it for my list? And you're constantly trying to find ways to provide value to your audience, right? To create a relationship of trust, to show them that you care about them, that you're in it, you're here to serve them. And so it would be in your best interest and in the best interest of your audience for you to say, great, yeah, I'd love to talk about you to my audience for free, because this is a great value that I can bring to my audience. Now I'm introducing them to someone who has something that my audience really will value, right? Guaranteed, if I've got a few thousand subscribers, that there's a couple hundred of them that are definitely would love to have a source for local produce, right? And so for me to bring that to my audience is an incredible value. And so on the flip, you're looking for people that feel the same way, right? You want to partner with people who get that by introducing their audience to you, right? A producer that has a grass-fed meat product, like just by introducing their audience to you, like that's a great value that they're providing to their audience. So as far as trade value, like sometimes we'll send product, right? If it's someone that we've got let's say that they've got 1 million followers on social media and they've got 50,000 people on an email list. And we're just like, man, their audience is our dream customers. Like if we can partner with them, it would literally take us to, another $250,000 this year in sales. Then I'm going to treat that a little bit differently. That relationship with that partner, I'm going to treat that differently than if it's someone that, maybe has 10,000 followers on social, but no email list, right? Because that potential dream partner, I probably will send them some product. So it's just, there's not a one size fits all. Most people are not going to be looking for trade value. Most people are going to recognize the value of promoting you to their audience for free. Any other follow-ups on any of this stuff? Or Lacey, if you want to jump in. This is a super common thing. We talk about this all the time, but it really doesn't ever change, right? You have something by virtue of being a producer, like you're valuable to other people's audiences. just by introducing you. We call it, I'll write it out in the document. It's called recommender science. I got it from one of my mentors, a guy named Joe Polish. And it is one of the easiest and one of the most kind of surefire ways to become a credible expert and someone that your audience trusts, is just to simply recommend things to them that would be valuable and useful to them. Right. And you just do that for free. And so you should do that, right? Like, I mean, I talk about ranching for profit all the time. I'm just recommending something that I don't get paid on. Guaranteed, we've sent them hundreds of thousands of dollars in business, but I don't get paid for that. But it is something that's very valuable for our audience, right? Our clients would really benefit from enrolling in Ranching for Profit. Same with Soil Health Academy. So that's just, we want to be the most valuable person in your, like, you want to be the most valuable person in your customers' network, right? You want to be doing more for them than anybody else does for them. And that is outside of what the product is that you're delivering or selling to them. And so strive to be the most valuable person in their network, and good things will happen. Like, only good things will happen, and a lot of them. Recommender.
Yeah, I think you said it best, Cam. I don't really have much to add other than my experience has been exactly what you said. 99% of the people that I've done collaborative partnerships with, they don't want anything in return. They're just trying to provide value to their following. I think the trick too is to think about what value you bring to them as part of your pitch as to why they should work with you. So it's like, hey, I would love to drive your following engagement by setting one of your followers up with a quarter beef, right? Or 20 pounds of free beef, or whatever your giveaway is. But just thinking about, like, yes, you do provide value, and then also bringing that to your pitch when talking to your partnerships, and how you reach out to them, and stating the value that you provide. That's all I got.
Love it. Thanks. BJ's had a question. Is there a stopping point when searching for partners, or is it something that we should plan on doing forever just to keep expanding into the future? How often do you host giveaways to bring in more potential customer emails? Great question. Yeah, never stop. Never stop looking for partners. Never stop contacting potential partners. Never stop holding giveaways. In the future, like after you've been doing it a while and you've been building up a list, you get to 4,000 or 5,000 people, then it can get really fun, because then you can start going to your list looking for potential partners for giveaways, because you will have added people to your email list that would make for incredible partners. But yeah, it's something that you never stop doing. List building is, I got to tell you, it is. I mean, I say this all the time, but I feel like, well, maybe I say it all the time because I need a reminder. It is like the most valuable asset in your business is your list. By far, it's the most valuable asset in your business. Like, you should never stop building that list. And right now, being able to use a giveaway, who knows how long this is going to work? I have no idea how long promoting a giveaway to an email list or through social media is going to work to build a list. But right now, it's working like gangbusters, and it has since we started doing it 7 years ago. But don't stop, because it might go away, right? Like, the marketing landscape changes all the time. So the reach, like on Instagram, thankfully, that reach is kind of improving. The organic reach when you post, it's kind of improving for influencers that have highly engaged audiences. But Facebook is still terrible. We've got 8,500 people that follow us on Facebook, and I post, and you can see the stats. I'll have like 29 that it's shown to. It's like, are you kidding me? We'll pay a couple $100 for a day just to boost that post just to our followers, and we'll get like 7 or 8 likes out of a post. It's like, give me a break. So right now, giveaways is working. Now is the time. Like, just double down, triple down on this, because things inevitably will change in the future. I don't know when, and it's going to be a bummer when they do. Just have to figure out a new way to build a list. But right now it works. So take advantage of it. Second part of your question, PJ, how often do you host giveaways to bring in more potential customer emails? Ongoing. There's no single right way to do it, but ongoing. Just constantly, hosting giveaways with partners. I would recommend batching that work too. So if you're going to do it, maybe schedule them for the same weeks every month, or, you launch the same day every month with new partners or whatever. Just try to batch it so that you're not kind of running around with your head cut off and stressing. Or like I used to do, okay, I still do this sometimes when I show up to work in the morning. I'd be like, all right, well, what do I feel like doing today? But that's a terrible way to run your business. Don't do that. Plan in advance, schedule things ahead of time, and then work the plan and follow the schedule. Some of us just need to be medicated in order to do that. Or have great people. Carly, Talene, Lacey. All right. What are the questions? Will, I know you have questions.
Are you framing this giveaway specifically for partners?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So different giveaway than what you would for your customers.
Let's dive into that. What do you mean?
So the value is going to be different for a partner than it would for a customer, correct? Or not necessarily?
You mean if you're reaching out to your audience to get them to promote your giveaway? I'm just straighten me out here.
So I guess when you said partners, I'm assuming influencers that would basically help you sell your beef by either giving them your followers or actually just talking about it. Are you saying promoting a giveaway to them specifically, or just everyone and hopefully it hits them?
I'm still not following. Sorry. I'm slow on the uptake. Maybe it's the residual effect of that kidney stone yesterday.
So so partners are, when you say partners, are you talking about like influencers and just people that would, okay. So if we're talking about them and trying to get in front of them and create value for them, we're going to be creating value for them by having our product for them to show, right? Are we doing a giveaway for them specifically? Like,
oh, gotcha. Yeah. So you could run just like a giveaway that's like open, like, right? Like maybe you promote the giveaway and you send it, you promote it on social, you run ads, whatever. You could have one that's always running. Like maybe you have a monthly giveaway, right? That's actually a great way to re-engage with your audience, is to run a monthly or a bi-monthly giveaway to your own list, but not necessarily from your products always, but to go find in other partners, like bring in other outside partners. And then you promote, let's say that you go and you partner with a chicken producer. If you've got beef, you partner with a chicken producer. You partner with like a local tortilla company. You partner with like a local spice company, and you do like a taco, fajita, Mexican something giveaway, right? And you run it just to your audience as a way to re-engage with them and get them to re-engage with you. But then also you have giveaways that, you'd maybe, let's say, I've got some great influencer, right, that I've reached out to her and she's like, yes, I'd love it. Let's do it. Well, I'm going to go create a separate giveaway for her to then promote to her audience.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay. So you're tailoring a giveaway specific for who she's influencing.
Yeah. Yeah. And by tailoring, I mean, you can you can really go down the rabbit hole. I mean, you can get into the weeds on this. And when we say tailor, you could go and design a whole new giveaway funnel that like follows her design scheme or her whatever, and maybe even pick new products to use as the giveaway, right? The things that people win. Or I would not recommend doing that. I would keep it really simple and just run take the same format or outline that we've given you, the same funnel, and then just clone it. And then, right, maybe if you wanted to, you could put the name of the influencer on there, but keep it really, really simple.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah. But Judy had a question. How many giveaways should we run at one time? Again, there's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. Just run giveaways. I would strive to it's less about how many giveaways are we running at one time and more about how many new people are we adding to our list consistently, right? I want to be, so if I'm just getting started, or if I have a list under 2,000 people, then I want to be adding at least 2,500 people a month to my list, minimum, until I get to like the 7, 8, 9, 10,000, right? I want to get up there as soon as possible. Because I mean, and the reason why is we know from doing this for so long and working with so many producers and running giveaways so many hundreds of times that once you get up into the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 mark, you can do $250,000 in sales. Okay. You can do anywhere from $250,000 to a couple $1,000,000 with less than 10,000 people on an email list. And so there's not, again, it's not like a direct correlation. Like, okay, once you hit 5,000, man, all of a sudden you're guaranteed to do 250 grand. I wish it worked like that. That would make my life so much easier, but it doesn't. But once you get up into that 4, 5, 6, all of a sudden, like you've got enough people that you can be doing multiple 6 figures in a year for sure. Okay, what else? Tess, how are you finding partnerships who will promote for free? I have people who say that, yes, I'll promote it. Then I follow up and they want money or free samples before they share it with their followers, or they ghost me. Yeah, that sounds familiar. A big part of it is a numbers game. There's a, maybe we should date your partner. No, that's no, never mind. We should not teach that.
How to date your collaborative partner.
There you go. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. That was actually pretty tame. I have said some dumb stuff before that was not tame. So that was okay. A big part of it, Tess, is a numbers game. It's numbers game and then relationships, right? So there's a part of it where it's just like, you just got to reach out to enough people, right? And it might be, I mean, that's why we say dream 100, right? You create a list of 100 and then contact them. And then that list, as people are getting back to you, the ones that say no, then you got to go add new people, right? You've got a list of 100 people that you're constantly cycling through, you're constantly in contact with. And that list is changing over time. So that's number one, is like, it is a numbers game. Number two, so there's 3 parts. Number 2 is there's skills involved, right? We might give you the scripts and the templates to use, but there's also like the skill of like having the conversation once you started the conversation, right? And that is, a lot of it's just doing it. It's just doing it enough times and kind of learning how people respond to you and maybe testing new ways to get them interested, right? And a little bit of that skill could be even like buttering them up, right? Or providing them value in advance, right? And so that's the second part. So numbers game, skill, and then the third is the long-term relationship play, right? Some of your best partnerships aren't going to happen within 30 days of contacting them. They'll happen 15 months later. They'll happen 9 months later, right? But so those are my 3. I mean, the relationship is key. Maybe that is where we should, Lacey, we should maybe teach a little bit on that, how to develop those relationships over the long term. COD, we're so focused on the immediate return, like how can we help you build a list and acquire customers as fast as possible? But there is the other side of that coin where business is long term, right? Relationships are long term, and some of the best relationships take time to create.
I would say, Cam, too, like, to develop those relationships, just some basic things that you can do is interact with their profile. Go and like watch their stories and comment on every story. Go and like 30 pictures at once. Like, that's going to show up on their notifications that Lacey liked 30 photos. Comment on their pictures often. When you post, you can tag people in your pictures, tag them. That will show up on their timeline. And that's a nice way to, almost like a little tap on their shoulder and say like, hey, I'm tagging you in this for a reason. So that when you reach out to them, and this is, I guess I'm speaking specifically towards Instagram, but when you tag them in your photos, you can reach out to them and be like, hey, I'm a huge fan. I've been following your content. I've even tagged you in a few of my posts because I know that your values align with what we do, or I know that you would totally dig our ranch, or you would love this beef, and I know that your customers would love this stuff. So there's just like really easy, simple things that you can do, like engaging with them just through their profile, showing them that, nothing. I don't think like anything's worse than just getting a message and feeling like it's a spam bot, you know, like getting a message from somebody and then being like, this person doesn't even, you know, it seems like they're just copying, pasting messages to send to me or something, right? Versus like knowing that someone is authentically a fan of you or of yours and whatever your content is, and or you've been seeing them over a period of time interact with your profile. That can make a huge difference in a partner, you know, warming, I guess we could call it warming up your partner, warming up your collaborative partner. Just you know, step one, get them to notice you through simple interactions. And then step two, reach out to them and tell them you've been interacting. You know, it's like when you go into a job interview, you don't want to go into a job interview and not know anything about the company. So when they ask like, well, why are you applying for this position? Or like, why do you like our company? And you go, I actually don't know anything about this business. I just applied, right? I mean, that can turn off an employer. So why wouldn't that turn off a collaborative partner? So just some, you know, I guess my 2 cents in like a simple thing you could do.
That's awesome. Joseph says that I tend to reach out to potential partner lists all at once, like emailing to 100 potential partners each day for a week. Recently, my response has been pretty low. I'm afraid by doing so much at once, my domain is getting flagged for spam. Is that how it works? Should I do just a few each day to protect my domain? So you're sending out 100 potential partner list
You are,
emails
Joseph.
a day?
Of course, Joseph is sending. Would you expect him to do any less than that a day?
No, but for Joseph won't know this because I don't think he was born yet. But in the 90s, there was an ad campaign called Be Like Mike for Michael Jordan. It's a Spike Lee campaign. I swear, like, I'm going to put the money down. We're going to have some t-shirts made up that Be Like Joseph.
Be like Joseph, be like Joe.
Yes. So, okay. The tactical response is no. I mean, I wouldn't just BCC everybody out, and you definitely want to change the emails. Okay. So you do this 5 months out of the year. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to like BCC and send one email to 100 people at all. You want every email to be, and I don't think you're doing this. You want every email to be just from you to the recipient. And then if you're sending out 100 emails in a day, you want to be changing the subject line and changing some of the body copy every single time. Right. So those are just kind of good practices for not getting flagged, is make sure that you're changing some of that copy every time.
You said they're all individual emails.
Yeah. Yep. So as long as you're doing that, yeah, great. Awesome. I mean, as far as I know, like that's kind of been the standard for not getting flagged from like a personal email. Maybe things have changed, but since I don't use email hardly.
Joseph, I would pick like your top, I don't know, like your top 10 on like dream partnerships. And regardless if you've emailed them, go start interacting with all of their content, like whatever that is. Just go like comment on every photo, like all their photos, comment on their stories, tag them in your pictures, whatever you need to do, like just make a habit out of it over the next week and then try re-engaging with those top 10 people and see what happens.
That's great advice. Tess, when you're sending out emails to partnerships, are you asking them to promote your giveaways or your products? Always start with the giveaway. Just like as a rule of thumb, start with a giveaway. Because I mean, your number one priority is getting people onto your list. It's not necessarily having them sell your product. That typically you want to get your partners to say yes to the easiest thing that they can, right? What's the easiest yes? It's way easier for them to say, sure, I'll use this template that you've given me and I'll send out an email promoting your giveaway, than it is like, okay, I'm going to promote your paid product before I ever try it, right? Or before we really get to know each other. So giveaways, build that list. Are people not bothered by being tagged on a lot of photos? I started to do it this morning and hesitated. I'm not sure what that's referring to.
She's talking about on Instagram when you can tag people in your picture
Oh,
in like your post. And and Judy, I think it's really common to feel that way on the other end, but nobody minds. Nobody minds, especially in the social media world. If anything, it's a compliment. And usually that means that you matter. And so people, I've never ever had an issue with tagging people in my photos. And if they don't want to be tagged, they can untag themselves. They have that option. But no, don't feel like you're going to bother people. Bother them. The people who shout the loudest win. So, you know, this is just a tap on their shoulder. Keep tapping. Don't hesitate.
okay. What else, guys? If there's nothing else, I mean, I'll just move on to teaching you more German. Any other questions?
I have a question actually.
Yeah.
So I have a butcher date of January 4th. It was when I could get my pigs in. And because they're booked for, they don't do any pigs in the winter up until the 1st of January. And I've got 2 to 3 beef that I would like to do at that time. How do I just go through everything as, 5-day lead challenge and just as normal with the holiday season? I'm just kind of wondering how to tweak it, or what, if there's anything I should do differently, being that we're, in the midst of holiday season, and when to, should I wait to after Christmas to do countdown, or I don't know, any of that.
Nope. Don't wait. As far as like tailoring it to Christmas, like you can, I mean, maybe change like the subject line of the email, right? Like Christmas greetings or spreading Christmas cheer or something. I mean, you can. It's not, I would just run it as is, I mean, like can you do it differently? Sure. Oh yeah. But for me, that's overcomplicating something that I want to keep as simple as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. The most important thing is just launch it. Like Christmas, man, I hate Christmas.
I've
Just,
been hearing that more and more recently.
I love reading Christmas books to my kids before bed, and that's it. I hate the rest of it. Because there's like I don't know, it's so commercialized, and there's like so in business, there's so much pressure to do something special, right? Or to come out with new products, new offers, new promotions, new emails, new banners. Like you don't need to. You don't need
Okay.
to.
Okay. I just didn't want to get lost in all the Christmas stuff. So the other thing is that I'm working with an author on a book. It's called Pure Beef. It's a beautiful cookbook for grass-fed beef, and she's actually an Oregon resident, former vegetarian, and just it's a beautiful book. It's great recipes, kind of higher end, nicer recipes, and it's a 5-week lead time from when I order the books to when they're delivered, because they print them as they're ordered type thing.
Mhm.
I want to do that as a giveaway. I know it doesn't really work to do it with a giveaway with the ahead of time, but maybe as every order gets this cookbook or
Yeah, you could. I mean, that could be wonderful. So what's the question specifically?
So the giveaway to get leads in right now,
Mhm.
I'm concerned about doing sampler of beef, ground beef or something right now because of shipping. with the stuff not being delivered because of Christmas time. Is there any, I guess, promotional thing, for the generating the leads that would be good, particularly this time of year, to build that email list right now?
Yeah, use the ground beef. Just don't deliver the winner for a month or 2 or 3 or 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Be delivered at, after January 1st or something. I can just do.
Totally. Or June or for the 4th of July. Just let them
Okay.
know.
Yeah, just set your date. Just set your date. Doesn't matter when. People are just excited they won. They don't care about waiting.
Mhm.
Got it.
Especially if you talk about how they win, like they're getting beef fresh off the pasture, or like our, first harvest of the year, or something exciting like that.
I actually have it in the freezer ready to do the promotional thing, but I just I'm concerned about the shipping with it thawing, if it gets delayed.
Yeah,
For
don't
me.
worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Promise, it's a non-issue. And pick someone that's close to you as the winner.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yep.
That sounds perfect. Okay. I will go ahead with that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet.
Appreciate it.
Okay. I feel like maybe, Carly, we should take like the question that Joseph had, and then your and Lacey's answers. And I shouldn't say I feel like, will you please take that and then paste it into our doc? I think that would be a great resource because those are excellent answers.
I just did that for myself.
Oh, nice.
I thought they were great answers.
Okay. Anything else?
See, how much time do we have left? Because I have a question that came up this week that I would like to hear your feedback on.
Mhm.
Okay, so how would you best warm up a newly acquired contact? In your
For what kind of
Well,
contact?
So you just acquired a new contact through a
Uh-huh.
giveaway.
Okay.
Who, they joined through an influencer that you're working with, and they're really excited about your product. How would you best, I guess, like, how would you turn cold contact into a hot contact?
Great question. Man.
Like I've encountered this question this week multiple times, and I have, I guess, my theories on it, but I would love to hear your theories. I think I might know them, but we'll
Totally.
see.
Well, first of
Good to
all,
talk
let me
about.
say, okay, I've learned to do this in my life. I'm not going to commit, but I am saying we're working on something. I'm not going to commit to a release date, but it's coming in the future. I'm not even going to commit to a time period or a year. But we are creating. So we've got I think most everybody should know, we have a great copywriter named Jarrett. And Jarrett, we've got some really cool stuff coming down the pipe. And I have exercised more self-control and discipline than you can even begin to understand on not blowing the lid off all this stuff. One of the things that we will be offering for all of our COD members is a welcome email sequence. And the whole point of the welcome email sequence is that you can take this series of emails that we give you and you can use them as is, or you can rewrite them. And they're designed to warm up your new subscribers. It's to take someone from, they just joined your list. Now, how do we get them to buy from us and become a customer?
Mhm.
And so we are working on that currently. So without getting into all of the tactics, I mean, there are 1,000 tactics you could employ, right? There are 1,000 things that you could do, but the simplest is send emails consistently that address the big questions that they have in their minds, right? Because what we want to do as far as a marketing perspective is we want to enter into the conversation that the prospect is already having in their own head. Okay, so they are already, if they just joined our list, they're probably wondering like, well, how local is this, and how do they raise this product, and when can I get it, and how much does it cost, and how do I know that it's really grass fed, and how do I know that, you know, XYZ? Like, they have all of these questions that they're probably thinking. And so we want to be sending them or communicating with them where we're addressing all of these questions, right? Because we want them to feel nice and cozy, warm and cozy about us. And so the more we can address those, not just questions, but any objections or potential, like we call them self-limiting beliefs that people have, the more likely they are to buy from us. So this is another rabbit hole we could go down. So how far do you want me to go, Lacey? This is up to you.
No, I think the welcome email series is probably as far as we need to go, because that was kind of my instinct, is that, really in part of that welcome series, having some sort of an opportunity to purchase a product with some sort of an offer attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a welcome customer offer of some variety.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, as soon as people get on the list, we do want to be making them offers right out the gate, right? But we don't want to be overtly just like spamming them with like, hey, buy my thing, buy my thing, buy my thing.
Right.
Yeah. It's
sneaking it in there in the end, but providing like primary content up front.
Like education,
Mhm.
maybe either towards the industry or what they're eating.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Again, there's 1,000 things that you could do, that you could say, that you could write about, that you could, address. But that's what we're doing right now for you. So ideally, you've got a sequence that is just like perpetual. Like, it's just you're constantly going, sending emails maybe 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday type thing. And you are addressing all of these questions, objections, self-limiting beliefs, but then you're also offering them opportunities to say yes, because we need to be constantly offering them opportunities to say yes and buy from us. But the way that we do it, right? Like, that's why we love the weekly newsletter, because it's such a simple format. It's so simple and it works like gangbusters. So just in lieu of, like, if you don't know what to do or you don't feel confident about it, just send the newsletter. Just send a weekly newsletter, right? That's the one ongoing thing that you can be sending. And that, I won't name names, but we have 2 that I know of, 2 clients that are doing well over $1 million a year, and all they do is send the weekly newsletter. Okay. And both of them, incidentally, have email lists under 10,000. So you can kind of introduce more complexity from there, but I would keep it as simple as possible.
Well, thanks, Cam.
What else, everybody? Nothing? Okay. My line of French, sorry, not French, German for the week. Singst du manchmal Frankreich? I believe that means, do you sing often in French? In France? Let me check. Yeah, one of the 2. Mein Vater ist cool. We'll just go back to that. Mein Vater ist cool.
I know German too. No.
Close. 9.
9.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Great questions. And we'll see you in the group this week and on COD member calls. So have a great week.